Hi
Hello
guys,
everyone. Hello everyone.
welcome to
Welcome to another fantastic live session. Today will be sharing a lot of insights about gold deal, what we have been doing, and we will be also doing some card reviews. So without getting further delay, let's start on this live session.
Okay, so let me just share my presentation mode. Give me a second.
Okay. Did I go somewhere? Yeah.
No, I was changing the mode. 1 second.
Yeah.
So the presentation is loading. By the way, we already see some questions coming in.
Yeah, so guys, you can post your questions. Meanwhile, Abhishek is just putting up the deck. We have put a couple of slides. It will be a short presentation. We want to discuss a couple of new cards what have hit the market, specifically targeting Indigo credit cards. And we will look into it both the brands, SBI as well as IDFC, and we will see which one is the best for you, whether you should apply those cards or whether you can give a miss. And second, the most important thing what we want to discuss is Accor Plus. You all know Accor Plus has been in the talks for last 2-3 months with all the changes, and finally the new changes have been implemented. So we'll understand what are the new changes and how does it affect all of us who have taken the membership. The third and most important thing what we will be discussing today is about the gold, how people are maximizing credit card returns on purchasing gold through credit cards. So these are the things we want to touch, and let's start with our discussion on the cards first.
Okay. So guys, Indigo has released a credit card both with SBI and IDFC, and initially it was only IDFC, but recently we have also seen that SBI card has also brought the card. So we thought that we'll do a very quick comparison here and understand which of the cards between the two makes more sense, and which one should you go forward for.
Guys, are you
So
able to
Shah,
see this data? Because I can see very light, the faded data. I don't know whether you guys are able to see. Can you just put in the comment section? Yes. Okay, maybe we can start. So, guys, first thing, these are two cards, and these are both are like a elite level. So for Indigo, it is SBI Elite, and for IDFC, is the straightforward IDFC Indigo cards. Both the cards come with a fees of 5,000 plus GST, and both the cards gives joining benefit of 5,000 blue chip. Plus, there's a Indigo E6E EAT voucher, which you can do it. One good part about IDFC is that you can get this card against secured FD. You have to create 1 lakh rupee FD. Unfortunate part on that, you don't get any joining benefit. So if someone is looking to maximize the card from the point of view of joining benefit, it's better to take a paid one rather than going a free variant or FD variant, because you don't get the benefit of 5,000 blue chip. Now let's get into the reward structure. Both the cards have similar kind of a reward structure. One gives a higher spend on the Indigo platform. Basically, Indigo SBI gives 7 blue chip on every 100 rupees spent, whereas IDFC gives 6 blue chip on every 100 rupees spent. The interesting part about IDFC Indigo is they give points on all other spends as basically 3 blue chip for every 100 rupees spends. Whereas in case of SBI Elite, there are a long list of exclusion which kind of restrict people to take this card. Like, for example, the most interesting thing what I like about IDFC Indigo is if you pay taxes, you get 3 blue chip points on every 100 rupees spent, which in case of SBI is excluded. Similarly, if you want to pay rent, you can use IDFC Indigo, which is again excluded in SBI Elite. So on a reward level, maybe it is the same for the Indigo spends, but the real difference comes in the other category, what IDFC offers versus SBI. Everybody know SBI is a big bank and SBI has a good reach, but IDFC has nailed this on the reward structure for sure. Similarly, on they have a milestone benefit. Honestly, they have created a complication by having a different slab for both the cards, but ultimately, what you can rack up in the case of SBI, Abhishek,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm just changing the screen. I think there's some problem, so I'm just changing
yeah.
the screen. You go ahead, go ahead, guys.
Maybe
Just give me a second. I'm just
you can just increase the
yeah,
size
I'm
here.
just yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, for the tech glitch. Just give us 2 minutes.
I realized that I don't know why it's showing like this. So I'm just resharing the presentation. Let me know when you can see now. I think this should be better.
Yeah, this is very good, Abhishek. Very crystal clear. So, guys, again,
Okay.
as I explained, the fees part, then the reward structure, both are similar, but IDFC have an advantage with their other spends because they give three blue chip on every 100 rupees spends, whereas SBI has a long list of exclusion. Even on milestone front, they have different policies or different slab. Like in case of SBI, you get 6,000 blue chip for every 3 lakhs rupees spends. So basically, you can rack up 24,000 blue chip up to 12 lakh spends, which is the maximum limit what SBI has kept. In case of IDFC, the slabs are very funny. Let's like starts with 2 lakh, then 5, 10, 10, and 12 lakhs. So basically, what they're saying at each interval, you will get 5,000 blue chip points. So same, if you spend 12 lakhs on this card, you end up getting 25,000 blue chip points. So it's kind of similar at the same for both the cards. On exclusion, as I mentioned, IDFC scores brownie point because there's nothing excluded, and this card becomes very beneficial if you have a tax payments, if you have rent payments. You can use this card very effectively versus SBI card. Only one thing what I like SBI stands out is on an international lounge. If someone is looking a particular card to have an international lounge, this card actually helps you to score 6 annual international lounge with no spending criteria. They have put spending criteria for domestic lounge, but not for international lounge, which is a plus point for this card. So if someone is looking for a card which has an international lounge access without any spending criteria, and they have more number of visits in a year, this card gives you 6. Whereas in case of IDFC Indigo, unfortunately, they have not kept any lounge benefits. I am very surprised with the travel card, they have not kept a lounge benefit. The good part about IDFC Indigo is if they have a low forex of 1.5%, whereas SBI has a 3.5%. So if you compare both the cards, basically ultimate goal is you spend on the Indigo network, and the reward rate is very good on Indigo. So if someone uses Indigo frequently for their travel and does a lot of revenue booking, they can use that platform, this card on Indigo platform. So you get twin benefit. One, obviously on Indigo spends. Second, you collect higher Indigo chips when you book directly from Indigo. There are certain Indigo specific offers which you can get. So this becomes very effective for Indigo specific card and Indigo specific travel. Also, international lounge is very good with SBI. So if someone is looking, you can think of it. Otherwise, when you compare versus other travel cards like Access Atlas or HSBC Travel One, both the cards actually fall short with the expectation what the other cards have done. So this is a quick review on both the Indigo cards. If you like it, you can actually go and apply IDFC Indigo. I have seen a lot of people using effectively for other categories of spend where they give 3 blue chip points for every 100 rupees spends. So link is put in the description. Also, second thing, the most important part of both the cards, there is no clarity what one blue chip can be valued. Some are saying it can be 40 paisa to 50 paisa. Some people are able to score 1 rupee also on the redemption. So it's very dynamic. So it's again, Indigo has not fixed the value. Some people are able to score. So if you're having a lot of Indigo blue chip coins, you can think of redeeming well in advance rather than waiting till end. So again, point value can be assumed at zero point 0.5 to 1 rupee.
So
So
Rushank, I
that's,
have a question for you. I have
yeah.
a question for you. Can a person get both the cards?
No, Abhishek, they
Like
will give you only one card because given Indigo as a network, there will be a problem.
no, because in Vistara and in Air India, I think you could have got multiple cards. So I think Air India, it was only Amex and SBI,
So
but
what
for
I've seen,
Vistara you
Abhishek,
could.
of lately, like for example, Tata Neo card, both the networks. So SBI and HDFC have kept it separate. So if you already have, you cannot get the second. So this similar principle, I think SBI is applying now because otherwise it doesn't help if someone holding both the cards. It doesn't make sense also, given the reward rate and everything is similar. The only thing I like about SBI card is only one thing: international lounge. You get 6 visits with no spending criteria. So if someone has high visits to international airports, they can explore this card in conjunction with Indus and Tiger, which also gives 2. So you can get 8 annual visit in a year, which basically means if you have 4 trips, effectively to and fro 8 times you can use it.
And also on the exclusion part, I think now recently they have excluded fee payment via third party platforms also. So any other
You're talking
platforms
about the
which
SBI?
is yes. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think now you
recent update,
cannot from
yes.
first of November you cannot use it for any third party platform. So but yeah, if somebody
Yeah,
can get before that and then pay the amount, then it's a different thing. But
yeah,
otherwise, that is also an exclusion. So that is a risk both with Axis and SBI that they have been really very aggressive in removing certain MCCs or excluding certain expenses, which can be a very tricky minefield because you cannot, as a user, always keep a list of documents ready कि हाँ अच्छा इसमें नहीं मिलेगा तो इसमें I'll not use. So I think that's a big problem with SBI, and that's where I think that's a challenge. Also, so they might exclude certain cards from discounts and points during sales. So I
yeah.
saw in Amazon recent sale that they did not have the cashback card into, but they had the phone pay card included. So that's also a risk that you carry with SBI.
So SBI, obviously, it's a large bank. They also want to control everything. What I see, but from Indigo perspective, it's a good start. I think it's a like having co-branded cards. Already they had Kotak. Now SBI and IDFC. I'm sure they will come up with other banks also soon, given they're the largest carrier in India. So
Yeah, yeah,
I think it's in the right direction, but need more lucrativeness to the offering what they are giving us.
yeah. Okay. So shall we move to the next slide then?
Yeah. So I think this is the most awaited change what everybody was looking forward, given the new changes Accor had announced couple of months back, where stay plus night moved to BOGO concept. Basically, you have to book 2 nights together to redeem your stay plus night, where one will night will be free, second will be the revenue. This is as per the policy what they have told. We don't know whether you can use points or not. As of now, clear terms and conditions says you have to pay in revenue, and the revenue cost will be the lower of 2 nights. Again, let me make myself very clear, it's not that first one is free and second you have to pay. Whichever is lower, that will be you have to pay, and the higher cost will be free night. So this is
And
being kicked
also,
in.
you will get 15% discount as an
Yeah,
Accor Plus member.
correct. You will get 15% as Abhishek highlighted. The good part about this plan is you get access to all the hotels across the world, which earlier plan excluded. So we'll have to see how this phase out. I am really positive about this Accor Plus changes because it's a welcome change. The app, what has been recreated or like a as in not recreated exactly, but the updated
Refreshed.
one is a really good one. You can see all your vouchers. You can see everything under one roof. You don't have to look into two websites. Earlier, you have to log in into Accor Plus and all Accor for booking. Everything is under one umbrella now. So it's a good change. They are doing it for the all the users. The good part for existing users, you can still continue whatever vouchers you had, buffet vouchers, spa vouchers, all discount vouchers. Unfortunate part for any person who's taking membership now, all those vouchers are not available. It's basically 5 6 things. You can check out our video a couple of months ago we had published on changes in Accor strategy. You can see that where we had mentioned BOGO is one thing. Second thing, what Abhishek highlighted, 15% discount. Third, you get direct upgrade to gold. You have certain welcome benefits associated to that. So those are few things of what you'll have to look into it. Dining is something what I was really excited earlier. You can get 50% discount for two people. Now it has been reduced. So few changes, good changes, few are not so good changes. But I just feel it's a good way so that you have more access to the more properties, and someone who doesn't shy away spending on revenue for them, it is a very good program.
And actually, let me add some things here. So, what I understand is that now with 35% discount, bigger groups are promoted. So, Accor wants more number of people in a group to eat. Earlier it was 25%, now it is 35%. So, that is one good thing. Then I think even though the extra vouchers have been removed because they were mostly regional one, and a lot of times people were not even able to use all of them. So I think while that is something which some people will miss, some people will not actually miss. The most important feature why I still believe that this program is relevant and can still add value is earlier they each hotel had a quota of Accor Plus
Yeah,
nights, stay nights. right? So let us say a hotel has 100 rooms, so they might have 10 rooms allocated for Accor Plus at maximum. So at any given point of time, if there are 11 people booking, 11th person will not get the booking because only 10 hotel rooms are available for that night. Now, what I understand is that since this is more tagged to revenue and every hotel will compete for that revenue, therefore they have opened all the rooms. So even if let's say there are 100 rooms and there are 100 people applying for that particular hotel, then you and under BOGO you will get let's say those 100 nights. So if there are 100 people, they will get 100 rooms. So I think that is a good change. While I still see some people saying that they are not able to book, but I think that is also a factor of that some people, including myself and some other people I know, have gone ahead and booked in advance in September itself for rooms right from October 1st till let's say end of March. It will be more travel friendly period in India and maybe even in Southeast Asia and across. So some people have already gone ahead and booked those nights. So generally the inventory is low, and that's why some of the nights are not available. But yeah, obviously we will have to see how good they have
Yeah.
delivered on their promise in terms of opening all the rooms.
So Abhishek, the way I see in this, you will have to wait for some time. I think they're still upgrading their system. Maybe there may be some glitches with all the hotels coming on the board on new platform. So maybe we have to give few days to see how things are. I was able to see a few hotels which were earlier excluded, like Novotel Khopoli Mumbai. It is usually excluded from stay night on Fridays and Saturdays. Very smart strategy. They want people to come only on from Sunday to Thursday, not over weekend. It's a couple of hours away from Mumbai. It's closer to Lonavala. Now, with the changes coming in, both the days are available to book. You can use the BOGO nights and book it. So I can at least say for Khopoli, Novotel. So I just feel that you have to give some time. You will see good changes coming in. I think it's in right direction. Also, as it is being declared that you can use only revenue purchase for the free night. Maybe some hotels may accept points also, you don't know. So again, this is, we have to wait, I feel. Let's give some time. There may be some stories will definitely come who will start redeeming, and we have to try our luck also. Who knows, even we are able to redeem second night with points.
Yeah,
So again,
and I
I
think
said let's wait and watch on this part.
correct. No, I was just saying that maybe some hotels aggressively because they want to court new customers and get more customers, or maybe some new properties which are opening up, they might have additional offers available
Correct.
for, especially for, because now everybody is a gold. So you have to also
Yeah.
factor in that now everybody is a gold. Therefore, while yes, you will not get breakfast, etc., but you will still get a lot of other softer benefits, including upgrades. So I think that will definitely help a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move to the most
Okay.
interesting part of this session.
Okay. So, guys, we have been talking about gold for quite a while now, and I just wanted to show the proof of the pudding here. So, we did our gold seminar on 6th of July, and at that point of time, gold price in the international market was $3,337 per ounce, and dollar rate was 85.1. Today we are sitting at a price of $3,868 per ounce and at $88.2, 88.2 rupees a dollar. So therefore, you have got benefit both in terms of the price appreciation in gold in the international market as well as the price appreciation of the dollar. So effectively, if I sum total that, this becomes 20% in 90 days. If I multiply that by 4 for an annual return, it is 80% return only in these 3 months. And this is only even if you buy an ETF or sovereign gold bond or whatever. But why? And I think people have been questioning us about why are you promoting gold coins, etc. And I've been telling that even if you use your reasonably good credit cards to buy gold, you can easily save 10 to 15%
Yeah.
on gold purchases. And now, given that there are so many offers running on Amazon where you get SBI discount, Amazon coupon discount, etc., you get even more discounts. So 5 to 10% additional discount, which will nullify your GST cost, which will nullify your making charges, etc. So effectively, you are getting a gold coin or a gold product at a discount to its intrinsic value or original value.
Yeah.
So this 20% can actually go up to 30-35% if you play it smartly and you optimize on which card you want to use for your gold purchases. And some
Correct.
of this has also been covered by the media, as you can see on the screen, that we have been covered in the fine print, where we have been giving interviews about how people can maximize, and people have actually maximized. A large part of our community which had watched the video and which had gone ahead and purchased gold over the last 90 days have actually made a lot of money, and we still believe that gold still has some runway given the volatility that is going on in the market. Therefore it is going to still give returns. In case you think that you have missed the bus, no, you have not missed the bus. But yes, you should be wise and prudent that since you are using credit cards, you should buy in tranches and rather not go all aboard in one or two shots. So that is something that you should always take care of. That is what I and Rushang also follow personally.
Yeah. Yeah, Abhishek, and a couple of important things. We have been posting all the deals in last 3 months, so people who are on live also can share their views in the chat box, whether how they were able to benefit. People have been putting their thoughts in WhatsApp group, but would love to see their comments in chat box as well, so other subscriber knows how much effort we have put in, so that people can get good deals on gold. It is just not we are coming and just showing the slides to you. We have been doing day in day out basis, helping people to buy. Some people were newbies, they understood the art of investing. In fact, we know personally the people have actually bought golds worth like 20-30 lakhs minimum. So yeah, they have made this gold run really well. They have used credit card really well. We have provided each and everything, and that's where we were in media. So where fine print came, they saw what we were doing, and they realized that we can give right kind of input. Even in the article, we mentioned what things you have to look, whether SBI card has a discount, or what are the other platforms which can be seen where you can multiply. As Abhishek also highlighted, important thing, the gold is volatile, can be volatile, so it's a good way to do it in a SIP way rather than going all in. So every month you buy certain quantity, you don't need to see that gold price is falling or increasing. You just buy because it's a safe asset in volatile environment. So gold has to be treated as a safe haven. When anything goes wrong in the world, geopolitical way, or any problem in the economy due to high inflation or growth is not happening, gold can be a safe haven asset. So it's a good way, and continue till it is available, because we don't know how long this party will last on the purchasing gift cards or using credit cards. So don't miss it out, but be prudent and buy in small tranches so that it is not a burdensome on your credit also.
Yeah, and we have shared some of the links which we found, and I think these have some special discounts also. Now the challenge was initially all coins and pendants etc. had discounts, but as the news started to spread, Amazon also played very smart that they have hidden many SKUs which were still having discounts. So we have some limited SKUs where the discounts are still running. Even the SBI card scheme is running, and even on a debit card. So I know people who did not have a credit card but they wanted to buy. So I suggested that you go ahead and use your old SBI debit card, which you might not have used anywhere else, and they have got the benefit of even almost 8 to 9% a discount on the gold price.
Yeah.
So that's the strategy that people have deployed and gained the
Yeah.
benefit from. And the recordings are still available, and you can have the access to the recording if you become a premium subscriber to our YouTube channel, and you can get access to the recording and understand what is the strategy to maximize the return on your gold
Yeah.
investments.
You can take our paid membership. The link for the same has been put in the description, where you can access this cold webinar. You can watch the webinar. You can take just 1 month membership and watch all the paid member videos. And after 1 month, you can discontinue, and you can come back after 2-3 months. You can follow this strategy also, where you can learn. The best part is to continue, where you can get update real time. But if you want to learn only for once in a while, you can take membership once again for 1 month, and then after 2-3 months, you can come back.
And you will also get access to, if you continue on your membership, you will also get access to the WhatsApp group, which is only for our premium subscribers. And there we
Yes.
have very different strategies which are discussed quite
Yeah.
often, and some
Yeah.
ahead of time and ahead of the general members.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So time for Q&A. Prashant, so we already have a lot of questions. Let me just go to
Yes.
the top.
Seems to be a good Friday night.
Yeah, I think because a lot of people have been enjoying Friday already since last 3 days. Okay, so Aditya has the first question and he has posted. Thanks, Aditya, for being the first one here. He says, I'm a married Bonvoy Gold. While the free breakfast is not available as a benefit, I've read online that generally hotels are kind and add a free breakfast. Is this true? It didn't happen to me in Europe. Not sure about India. Rushang, you tell. I will tell later.
इंडिया में तो सबको मिल जाएगा if you request nicely. Even if
Yeah.
you are just without any membership or membership tier, you will definitely get it if you ask politely and request while at a check-in, or you can send email in advance. Generally, Indians are nice and they believe in hospitality. And given Marriott is a premium chain in India, they generally oblige to your request. So I have always got whenever I place the request, I have always got free breakfast. So I never faced any challenge in India. Yeah, you are right. Outside India, it's not. They don't entertain somehow.
25
They
euros.
follow. So that's a challenge. We have to live it. Whatever they follow rules by the book.
Yeah. No, I think that's very right. So not only India, I think even in Southeast Asia and Middle East, you will find generally, and up to Turkey, I believe, you will find generally that they would oblige sometimes. Most of the times they will oblige. Some of the people might just say no, but yeah, no harm in trying. And especially they sometimes also see whether it's a revenue booking or a points booking. So if it's a
Yeah.
revenue booking, most of the time they will say yes, and if it's a points booking, some of the time they might say no, or they might offer you something else as a gold member. But yeah,
Yeah.
in Europe or in the US, you cannot expect that as a standard, and even the paid breakfast sometimes are not that great, especially in Northern Europe or Germany, etc. It is just bread, cheese, and meats, and maybe some eggs. So sometimes
हम
people don't
वेजिटेरियन के
even
लिए
like.
कुछ नहीं मिलता भाई.
हाँ, वो ब्रेड चीज एंड बटर खाकर आ जाओ आगे.
उसे घर से वो MTR के पैकेट ले
हाँ
लो भाई.
वो नहीं, you can get 3 euros bread and 5 euros butter and eat and just go and instead of paying 25
Yeah.
euros. Okay, so Aditya has, I think, one more question.
With remaining €2, you can buy kakdi and tomato and make nice healthy sandwich.
हाँ वो भी मिल जाएगा. I think वो organic भी मिलेगा.
I have done that. I have done that in Europe, so I
हाँ.
can say that.
I remember we were in Radisson in Slovenia, and I asked, "Can I get a plate and a cup and saucer, etc., for this MTR food?" They said,
हाँ.
"We will provide you to your room, but we will charge 5 euros as service charge." I said, "मैं नीचे जाके खुद लेके आ जाता हूँ, ये उसको 5 euro दूंगा."
अच्छा हुआ
Okay.
आपने ऐसा नहीं बोला, मैं €5 से बाहर से जाके खरीद के ला लूं.
यार वो लेके कहाँ घूमूंगा उसको मैं. Anyways, so
Yeah,
Aditya has one more question. Can I pay for red hot rooms on Accor with points? Answer is no. So
straightforward.
Accor red hot rooms are cash only deals.
Revenue
उनके रूम नहीं बिक रहे यार, इसीलिए तो वो सेल चला रहे हैं.
चला रहा है.
Okay. Pankaj ji says, welcome with 75K wala Ashirwad. Shall I say welcome, sir, or welcome, Babaji? You can say whatever you want, sir.
You can
We will
use
discuss on
Goldman.
70 Goldman. I was thinking I'll put Abhishek Bakshi ki jagah Abhishek Goldman.
Yeah. So I am in
Okay.
Indore. So I've come here for a personal visit, and there's a guy called Nema. He's very famous here, who wears a lot of gold, and he drives Activa only whenever he wants to visit. So he has a ice cream chain
Hmm.
here. So he's famously called Goldman, and no security. He just drives Activa, and I'm like, क्या भाई कितना घूम रहा है ऐसे ही. मैं सोचा कल फोटो वोटो खिंचा लूं गोल्डमैन के साथ कि मैं भी एक गोल्डमैन हूँ, but unfortunately I couldn't
हाँ,
catch hold of him to get a
तुम
picture.
चेन वेन पहन कर नहीं खड़े हुए.
Ah. So
Okay.
people who are from
Viral,
Indore, they would be able to relate to Nema.
yeah. Viral says, good evening, guys. Good to see you all. Thanks, Viral. Okay. Next is Nikunj. I want to plan a trip to Dubai. I have Bangladesh Burgundy points. Which flight and hotel I can book for 8 night trip for 5 people?
Wow.
Rushank, Dubai
So
expert.
yeah, Nikon's simple answer. Flights, you have to think of revenue only. Dubai, you can get best deal in revenue. Okay, so you think of that, but if you still want to explore points, then you can think of Etihad Airways. You take flight to Abu Dhabi. Sometimes you can get very good deal there. So Bombay to I know you are from Bombay, so Bombay to Abu Dhabi you can take, and from Abu Dhabi there will be a bus specifically for which will take it to Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah, so that is one thing you can definitely explore. Second, hotel. There is a one shot on the channel. I have to find that, or maybe you can search also, where we have covered 6 hotels from Dubai, which you can use your
Marriott.
Marriott points and Accor points both.
Yes.
And these are all near metros. Basically, when we had done our research, we ensured that
This was
it's
Air India,
easily
sorry,
commutable.
India Pakistan match one, right?
Yeah, yeah. India Pakistan World Cup match when it was in Feb
Yeah.
2025. That time we
Yeah.
had made that reel. You can check that, and those are all nearby to metro station. So that can be used as a ready reference for you. You can select the hotels. So my only suggestion to you when you're planning a Dubai, if you are intending to travel via metro everywhere, select a hotel which is at a walkable distance to metro, because if you're going in a peak vacation time in Dubai, getting a taxi is a nightmare. So it's always good to stay near a metro station so that walking is not a challengeable thing. And there are very good hotels. Accor and Marriott both have really good hotels, and you can use your Magnus points effectively.
Yeah. Okay. Next is from again Aditya. Best way to book Q Suite to New Zealand. And I have enough points but cannot find any availability for next 1 year for Q Suite. Not even one seat. How to go about it? So I think they open 350 days ahead or 330 days ahead of the
356,
flight.
I think, something like that.
हाँ so यानी 11
356, I
महीने
guess.
हाँ 11 महीने 11.5 महीने something like this. So
Something like that.
आप you do one thing, you calculate that date when the seat will open, and just exactly before that on the midnight you open Qatar website and you check. There are seats. I know people have booked it. Also, if you are a One World Gold, you see will see enhanced availability. So I was One World Gold for last 1 year. Now I've lost it. So, but I could see more availability than a normal person would. So if you have a friend, or you can check in the WhatsApp group also, if somebody is One World Gold, they can probably see some enhanced availability to get the Q suite, and at least they will tell you whether the availability is there or not, or whether they can see it on that day or not. Otherwise, yes, it does take time. Even for Chris Flyer, whether getting first class or business class, and more than 2 people, it's a nightmare, especially advantage seats. So you will have to do some amount of heavy lifting here
Yeah.
to get those.
दूसरा है वेट लिस्टेड है तो भाई अप्लाई कर लो. Wait for that.
Hmm.
If someone cancels, you can get an opportunity. Alternatively, you can try your luck with customer care also. I'm not too sure how much they can help, but no harm in trying to speak to them just to get some availability sense if they can help.
बट क्यू स्वीट उतना फैंटास्टिक मुझे नहीं लगा था. आई हैव डन इंडिया टू यूरोप ऑन क्यू स्वीट एंड ठीक ठाक है. आई एक्चुअली फाउंड एतिहाद बेटर. एतिहाद बिजनेस क्लास बेटर. आई डोंट नो, everybody has preferences.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Tatira. Okay, I think this is more about the presentation. So
Yeah.
data is faded. Okay, Aditya is saying best way. Okay, to book first class suite, Singapore, Delhi. I haven't been. Okay, now he's okay. He's talking about this one, Chris Flyer only. Chris Flyer, तो I think मिल जाता है. They open 11 months in advance.
So
So you
same
will have.
steps you have to follow, Aditya. Whatever we discussed earlier, the concept remains same. और वेट लिस्ट का जो आपका सेकंड पार्ट है ना, इट इज प्योर लक. समवन कैंसल देन ओनली इट ओपन्स, बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर व्हेन आई
Yeah.
हैड बुक्ड माय न्यूजीलैंड टिकट्स लाइक कपल ऑफ इयर्स अगो, 8 months before I had booked, it was shown as a waitlisted. After 4 months it got cleared. So there's no set timeline. You'll have to just put it and wait for that. The best way is you can check with customer care also. Sometimes that can also help.
Acha, and for customer care, if you're trying to reach out, you call India Morning Time and you select Hindi as a language and then talk in English if you want. That way you will get access to the customer care faster. That is the hack.
So this is a hack.
This is the hack. Okay, Devansh says hi guys. Yes, hi Devansh. Now you can see
Hi
me in
Devansh.
person. This is a real person.
Why?
So now you cannot.
What is a
He was saying that I have not seen you. तो मैंने कहा
okay?
भाई जो दिखा देते हैं जिंदा
अरे
आदमी
आप
सामने.
दिल्ली एनसीआर का मीटअप कर रहे हो ना? So Devansh,
हाँ.
now the meetup is planned for Delhi NCR. So I am expecting you and other guys to join and come in the full numbers. तब मजा आएगा.
हम्म.
If you guys do successfully Delhi NCR, then only I'll plan Mumbai. So it is up to you guys if you want Mumbai meetup or not.
Aditya says HDFC recently added
Yeah.
Marriott as a transfer partner. Yes. So ratio is 1:1 ना?
Two,
Or
two,
2:1.
1:2. Bad, bad,
तो फिर
really
क्या
bad.
क्या क्या करना है फिर उसका क्यों करना है?
बस डालने के लिए डाला है.
They don't. Infinia is 2:1, right? So do you think really worth it? No, not at all. I think you can use Amex. Yeah, you can take a flat charge card and then you can use that to transfer to Marriott. And I think अभी शायद हो सकता है. I don't know. Bonus offer might or might not come. It's the right time in Amex.
Might come. I just feel last year they didn't
Might.
come, so this year they might bring in bonus. I just have a
Yeah.
gut.
Okay. Pankaj says, with Axis Atlas in hand, does Indigo card really matter? No, sir. But yeah, Axis Atlas is not being issued, and there are a lot of people who had complained कि यार हमें तो एयर इंडिया का कार्ड का कोई फायदा, सॉरी विस्तारा का कार्ड का कोई फायदा नहीं होता था. एयर इंडिया कार्ड तो अभी आया नहीं है. And people say only Indigo or SpiceJet flies. SpiceJet is not safe many times, so Indigo is a good option. And also tier 3, tier 4, getting an SBI card is far easier than any other card. So that's the reason.
So instead of Axis, you can buy Indigo shares if you want to have that kind of answer. Buy Indigo shares over Axis Bank shares.
We are not allowed to give financial advice as we are
Oh
not
yeah,
registered
yeah.
financial advisor at this point of time. So this was only in good faith as a joke. Okay. Disclaimer done. Devansh says, what do you suggest for beginners who want to avail lounge? Get Rupee Select DC or go for any of these cards?
So Devansh, you can actually take IndusInd Tiger card. That's a card which is lifetime free and gives you domestic lounge access as well as international lounge access. If not that, then Scapia is also there. We can explore that. And definitely Rupee Select DC is very good card. You can get access domestic as well as international also. So yeah, you can explore this. Specifically, someone is looking credit cards, then IndusInd Tiger can be a good option for sure. Otherwise, you are bang on correct. Rupee Select DC is a very good option. You get access to domestic as well as international lounge both.
And also
But credit
depends
card
once
की journey start करने में ज़्यादा interest होगा rather than DC because if someone is beginning with having one card, you enter into credit arena and then which opens up a lot of options going forward in future if they want to have other credit cards and all. So you have to think from that angle also.
But also one has to also consider how many times are you going to use the lounge. So if you are
Yes.
flying every month or every 2 months or every quarter or every week, it all depends on that. So if somebody is flying 4 times a month or more than 4 times a month, get a paid card, get a premium paid card, forget the world, and then go ahead. If you are
Yeah.
only flying once in a month, then you can take something like a Scapia or maybe some other card which will have 8 to 12 lounge access, and maybe you can have 2 lifetime free cards which can support. And if you are only flying once in a quarter or so, then you can have these kind of debit cards or some basic cards like Tiger, etc., which will suffice for your 1 or 2 or 3 journeys in a year. I think that is the strategy that you should use. And given that every card is now going towards spend-based criteria, you have to also see कि fees दे के better है or whether you would have to spend every month and then only
Yeah.
get the access.
Correct.
Okay, then we have again Viral. He says, have I heard it right? All Accor is valid across the globe and not just Asia Pacific. Could you please clarify?
So discounts definitely what you have heard is applicable across the gold, the 15% what you can get. But the BOGO night is not across the globe. It is Asia Pacific only because they
Asia
have taken
Pacific.
Accor Asia
Asia
Pacific
Pacific
membership.
membership.
So you have to focus
1,000
on
hotels across Asia Pacific.
yeah. The discount, what 15%? It is across the globe. So that is
Across
one
the globe.
thing. But the BOGO is applicable only in Asia Pacific. So whatever benefits associated with your membership will be only Asia Pacific.
Yeah. And excludes the Middle East because they don't count
Yeah.
Middle East in Asia Pacific. Okay. Aditya Saxena says, I have Amex flat charge. Whole on the website, they claim that they have an extensive lounge program. Some of the lounges listed are refusing. We don't accept Amex. Any ideas how to navigate this?
Yeah,
So
Aditya, you'll have
let
to
me
see the list. They would have published the list, Amex, on
no.
their
So
website.
I will tell you, Rushank, this has happened even at sellers. So at merchants. So
Oh.
couple of years back, my Amex flat charge I tried to use at some, I think in some mall outlet, I forgot the name, and they said that we are not accepting Amex.
Hmm.
तो कुछ बहाना मार के उसने बोल दिया, उसने कहा you give me visa card, I gave him the visa card.
Okay.
But then I went back and I complained to Amex with the name of the
Hmm.
vendor and what transaction it was, and they gave me points even without making a transaction, and they said that we will blacklist the vendor. So if they can do it for a merchant, and if a lounge which is listed in the list, which is there on the website, then you should ideally ask the lounge manager to give it in writing that we don't accept Amex, and then give that to send that to Amex, because then it is a bigger issue not only for you but for also other people who might be just trying to get your Amex lounge access. So I think that's also very important. Okay, we have next question from AJ Travel. Hi sir, if I purchase new membership Accord, this time I don't get any vouchers of any buffet or spa. What about stay voucher? Please clarify.
So, AJ, obviously, you will not get any vouchers like buffet vouchers or spa vouchers, which has been excluded from the new membership. However, stay, as I mentioned at the start of this session, now the stay night is moved into BOGO night. So you'll have to book 2 nights when you're using your stay nights anywhere. The lower of the rate will be charged to you for 2 nights. For example, first night is 15,000, second is 18,000. So you will be charged 15,000 as a revenue, and the 18,000 will be free. So you are getting 2 nights for 15,000. Basically, that's a funda. That's the new concept
Yeah.
what Accor is now implementing. So stay night has moved to the BOGO as a concept. I hope this helps you to understand how this works.
Yeah. Devansh says, what card do I use for offline spends in Europe?
अरे तुम
Devansh,
कोई भी यूज कर
how
लो.
much spend? Nani, how much spend? Question number one. 10 lakhs, 1 lakh, 10,000, or maybe 1 crore. So it also depends on the quantum, right? Because that's how you can decide which card. Because let's say you have Atlas, they will have what do you call that, for a forex markup of DC or DCC, which is very high. If you are going to spend a very small amount, or let's say less than 1 lakh amount, I think card like Scapia, etc. are good because they are going to give you good rates, zero forex. Or let's say IDFC Mayura up to a few lakhs. I think that also is giving very good rates and giving you points also. If you're going to spend a lot of money, then Olympus or Axis, Magnus, Burgundy, etc. Because then you will make a lot of points also on those cards. So it all depends on your use case. You can also look at IndusInd Avios card because it will give you 2x points on specific regions. So if you select Europe as a region like I have selected, and I use that card there on offline spends, you will get more points on as Avios, obviously, and you will also go towards the milestone thresholds. So you have to decide like that. Most of the time we start saying, okay, अच्छा forex करना है, कितना करना है, क्या करना है, कुछ idea नहीं होता, and then we start taking cards, because if you are going to get a paid card, paying a lot of money, that is also a cost to you. And if you're only going to spend 20,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees via card on offline spend, then it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, honestly, मैं एक बात बोलूं देवांश, you can use any card. Like I've used Magnus when I traveled to Europe. Didn't think too much. Like that 1 or 2% will not help that much significantly. As Abhishek also said, you need to define the quantum. Also, if you were really looking for a card where your spends are really high, then I would suggest go for IDFC Mayura. It's a zero forex card. I understand fees 7,000 के आसपास है, but you get 4,000 back when you do 4 transaction of 1,000 more. So net cost becomes 3,000 roughly. Okay, you get points for each and every transaction, whatever you do in other countries. The rate is fantastic. It is as close as market rate. I believe you would have seen. I had shared a screenshot also in WhatsApp where I'd shown the rate what I got and even the points what I got on all the transactions when my parents traveled to UK. So if your quantum is high and you want to have a card, you can use this card very effectively. IDFC Mayura for sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, power miles aa gaya Equitas. You get that
हाँ.
card again. You can have that. You need to open the account of Equitas to get a better chance to have Equitas power miles. You'll have to see how much effort you want to put to have that card also, and what kind of spends you have. I understand you travel frequently. Maybe that can be the reason. Then you can think of Equitas power miles also.
Yeah. Okay, MS says, guys, please start covering stock MF investments as well. You have had to spend money wisely using credit card. Now guide us to invest money wisely as well.
So MS, the spend what we have guided was on the gold, which is as good as investments. So we did that part for sure. But coming to your main question, stocks and mutual funds, you will hear us soon from us. Something is about to come for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So wait and watch this space. You will hear something really soon.
Okay. Devan says, what about me? When are you making video about your island trips? अरे यार वो करना है, टाइम ही नहीं मिल रहा.
मैं खुद फॉलो अप कर रहा हूँ यार.
हाँ, अभी अभी ये भी फॉलो अप कर रहा है, बट मैं करता हूँ वेरी सुन एंड आई थिंक इट्स आइसलैंड नॉट आइलैंड. ओके. Gautam says, what about hotels in Hong Kong? Do they provide free breakfast on revenue booking? If you're talking about Marriott, I think yeah, Asia Pacific, may even China, Hong Kong, all these countries have very similar behavior. Until unless you are booking a very discounted night in Marriott and somehow and then expecting कि हाँ वो दे देंगे. Most of the time they might say yes. If you ask politely, you talk to them nicely, and you tell that okay, you are gold or silver or whatever, and you like their hotel, do some buttering, etc., schmoozing. I think they should.
यार देखो
अब
मेरा एक और चीज है.
हाँ.
Those guys work actually very diligently day in day out, and there's no point being rude. If you are nice, no, they will be very
Yeah.
nice to you because they see all kind of customers who are sweet, who are rude, arrogant. So just a step further, if you take it by asking politely, most of the times you will get it for sure. So you can try and be nice to them. If they don't give it, don't feel bad. They're just doing their duty, and you get it.
Yeah.
Then do acknowledge their effort and give good feedback so that it helps them also to feel better.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. I remember in Turkey, I think they gave me a 3-level upgrade. So but it also depends on the staff which is there in on duty that day. How are they feeling, right? So if you talk nicely, I think they will also feel better. The guest is talking to them nicely. So it all depends. Okay. Akash says, Amex Taj voucher in Kerala, best resort or hotel, remaining payment के लिए कहाँ से voucher लिया जाए? I have Amex Flat Travel, Atlas Tata New Infinity.
Why don't you use Atlas directly to make the payment to Taj?
20%, 20% तो वही हो जाएगा.
Simple. Why you want to go through voucher route?
Because voucher also you will first of all you will not get that level of miles, right? It is better that you use this.
Straightforward, and on that also you will earn some Tata New points if you quote your membership. Maybe I think
Correct.
1.5%. I think something some smaller token you will get it.
If you book via Tata New app in that, then you get some 10-15% discount anyways because they give you Epicure Silver or something. And then there you go and you majority you pay via Atlas and then you say अच्छा ये एक voucher भी लगा दो यार इसके अंदर. I think then they will adjust the voucher also because you're staying, and that times if let's say if it's a 50,000 rupees booking and you are just giving 10,000 rupees voucher, then I think it is easier. But which hotels or resort, I don't know. I think I have not stayed in Kerala.
So Bekal is really good, and second is Madikeri. So you can explore both the properties if you want to explore. They are I've stayed in Bekal, so I really liked it. Madikeri, I'm yet to explore. And
Madikeri is Coorg,
explore
na? Not
Coorg,
Kerala.
Coorg.
Coorg
It's
है.
nearby only. It's like
हाँ nearby.
nearby, very nearby. So if Kerala is specifically looking at it, then but I really like Bekal. Fantastic hospitality. The food is good. The property is really good. It's huge also, and they have one interesting thing. What I liked about Bekal was there's a midnight rafting. So if you're going with your spouse or partner, you can book that well in advance. You can use your voucher to pay also for that. So I had done that. I had redeemed my Amex voucher there. I had got free stay night with my AU IV bank account, but I used my Amex Taj voucher to pay my incidentals, and it a very fantastic and amazing experience. So if you're going to Taj Bekal, don't miss out midnight rafting. It's a very amazing and soothing experience.
I think it has this what do you call en-suite pools also, na? In every or in some of the rooms they have infinity pools or
Infinity
whatever.
pool.
Small.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Small, yeah.
I saw. Okay. So Manoj says I have income tax payment of 50 lakhs yearly. Some best card for me and how much points I can earn through them.
Manoj,
So
I'll
1.5
ask you
lakh point.
something else. How much money you make to pay 50 lakhs tax? So I think that's a different conversation we should have.
नहीं तो 1.5 लाख पॉइंट तो मेरे को दिख रहे हैं एंड नहीं 1.5 लाख हाँ मोटा मोटा 1.5 लाख एंड उसके ऊपर 90,000 सो 2.25 lakh points you can make on basis lakh broadly
Yeah,
at
Best Black is
least.
the best. Yeah,
हाँ.
Bliss Black नहीं
Otherwise you
मिले
can have
तो
a set of cards like
yeah, that's
IDFC
what I was
cards
about to
allow.
tell. Yeah, so you can use SBI cashback. Every month you can get 5% cashback. The link is also put in the description if you want to apply. Currently it is giving points. Second card, IDFC Indigo, as I explained in the start, it also gives points on taxes. Best Black obviously is the best, but I'm not too sure what category of payment you're doing, whether you're salaried or your business, or because it is given to self-proprietor currently, the Biz Black card. So you'll have to classify yourself where it is and what cards can you use. Another is HSBC Premier. You can apply that card. That
5%
also gives sorry,
up to 1 lakh. Sorry,
yeah, up to
3%, 3%
3%.
up to 1 lakh. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can use combination of three cards: SBI Cashback, Indigo, IDFC, and this third one HSBC Premier. If you are not able to get Biz Black, so this can be a good set of cards where you can use effectively to make the cash tax payment. Also, you can use a Amex Platinum Travel Card. If you have 4 lakh, if you're not used, you can directly make entire payment of 4 lakh using that card also. So with that, you can work out and make the best case of that.
Yeah.
We have given you free
Okay.
consultation, Manoj, which we usually charge a bomb to our clients.
Okay. So guys, hope you are liking the episode and please like and share and subscribe. I think it really helps the YouTube algorithm and थोड़ा सा हम लोगों को भी फायदा करो यार. Devansh says I have to pay for hotels, convenience stores, public transport, city pass, attraction, and also which website is good for booking attractions.
By Devansh, I said two cards, IDFC Mayura, and second is a Power Miles Equitas. You explore both the cards. Power Miles मिल रहा है तो well and good. Otherwise, take IDFC Mayura. सब जगह चलेगा. बढ़िया अच्छी लिमिट भी होगी and you get straightforward points on the spends.
Okay, Devansh says Q Suite design is unique, especially the family cabin. Also, soft product is much better than Etihad and Hamad Airport. अरे भाई देखो ऐसा है मैंने ना लास्ट 2-3 साल में तीनों कर लिए एतिहाद कतर एंड एमिरेट्स तो आई कैन टेल यू 19-20 का फर्क है डेज आई लाइक द फर्स्ट क्लास लाउंज ऑफ एमिरेट्स आई डिड नॉट लाइक द बिजनेस क्लास लाउंज ऑफ एमिरेट्स वो इट वाज लाइक प्रीमियम इकोनॉमी ओनली इतनी भीड़ थी एंड while yes you are right Hamad airport because it's a larger business class lounge so it will have a more premium feeling rather than the Dubai one. वो airport भी थोड़ा सा वैसे ही है and Etihad I think they have multiple lounges but I had the best experience there in the lounge. Flight में not so much at least India UAE leg. So it all depends. Sometimes you will like it, sometimes you don't. I just shared my opinion कि मैं एक बार Q Suite में आया तो मुझे पता भी नहीं लगा कि यार ये Q Suite है because everybody used to say, "अरे Q suite में जा रहे हो, Q suite में जा रहे हो." I didn't even feel any difference from what I felt in Etihad. So maybe Etihad served me better. So I think that's an opinion that I have. Okay.
मेरा कैसे है, मैं बिजनेस क्लास में ट्रैवल करता हूँ ना, आई डोंट थिंक ऑफ बिजनेस क्लास एनीथिंग, आई थिंक बाजू में कौन आ रहा है शायद उससे कुछ इनसाइट्स अच्छी मिल जाए, ऐसा सोचता हूँ मैं।
वो खिड़की बंद कर देगा, अपना वो कहेगा नहीं यार मेरे को तेरे से बात ही नहीं कर।
Yeah, once I met this guy, I told you, PPFAS का owner I had met once. He was sitting next to me.
नील पारेख.
Neil Parekh.
Neil Parekh.
So yeah.
Okay. Aditya says, I have Infinia. Is it possible to get DC metal as well, purely for quarterly milestones? यार मेरे पास पड़ा हुआ है, खाली कोई नहीं इस्तेमाल करता जब सारा, because I think accelerator as they have deteriorated, it's only milestone which is left. Unless you're having that kind of spend, then I think if you have that kind of spend, then try Magnus Burgundy. It is going to give you much more value. क्योंकि HDFC में points तो आ जाएंगे, but ratios are not that good. That is a bigger problem in HDFC.
Yeah, but एक अच्छा है ना, so DCB scores effectively if you want to buy jewelry, school fees payment और वो सब चीजों में निकल जाता है. Insurance, you don't have to break your head, just make direct payment. So with that, from that point of view, DCB actually makes sense because quarterly milestone अच्छा है. So Aditya, definitely you can reach out. If you have Infinia, why they will not give you DCB? They will get revenue also of 12,000, whatever, 10,000 plus taxes or 12,000 plus taxes fees of DCB metal.
Yeah. अपना तो लाइफ टाइम फ्री है, तो अभी अपने को वो सब देखना नहीं पड़ता. मैं तो भूल गया, वो कार्ड रखा हुआ है, पता नहीं मुझे कहाँ है. Anyways, Gautam says, can you do an episode on buying air miles? I have seen a lot of offer like 160% bonus point. Good point, yeah. Actually, we have not talked about this, but this can be also great value. And when to purchase them, when it makes sense, and how to transfer point between airlines. अच्छा, last वाला तो बता था, you cannot transfer between airlines except unless they are part of the same group. Alliance. Like let's say Avios. No, not even Alliance. I think Avios Universe. Right, you have
Alliance as a group. I mean to say that only, not
Air Alliance. Right. So if it's part of the same family, like Avios family, then you can do that. Or then you have, I think, KrisFlyer and Silk, etc. But otherwise, you can't transfer between random airlines. But yeah, we will do that episode on bonus points. One thing which I can definitely say right now is, it only makes sense when the mileage tickets are available, and when you are doing premium seats, and also that the mileage after buying the points, it is far cheaper, because you always carry a risk that points so kharid liye, but you are not able to book the ticket. So it's a very delicate balance that you have to do sometimes. I can share one story that I did a few years back. I think I bought some Marriott points because मेरे को short हो रहा था to transfer to United from Marriott. So I bought some points and वो सीट निकल गई उतने दिन में. जब तक points आए और मैंने transfer करा, वो सीट निकल गई. I was lucky that I was able to get 1 week later seats, so I booked that. एंड बट मेरा ऑफिस में आधा दिन ना उस दिन इन्हीं सब चीजों में निकल गया था कि यूनाइटेड को मैं कस्टमर केयर पे कॉल कर रहा हूँ एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड इट कैन बी अ बिग टोल दैट यू एंड अप बाइंग पॉइंट एंड देन यू से अच्छा यार इसका मैं करूंगा क्या. तो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल, बट वी विल डू एन एपिसोड आई थिंक एंड वी विल कवर सम एयरलाइंस वेयर यू कैन बाय पॉइंट्स and how you can use that.
This can be a good interesting topic to discuss.
Okay, which inspired says, Dada, can you suggest how can I smart use 2 Taj vouchers from Amex Plat?
मतलब उसमें स्मार्ट क्या होना है, आपको होटल स्टे में करना है तो कॉल कर लो रिजर्वेशन टीम को एंड बुक ए होटल, दे विल बी हैप्पी टू हेल्प यू आउट. अदरवाइज व्हाट आई सजेस्टेड
2 3 4 कितने भी हो वो तो आप यूज कर ही सकते हो ना.
कर ही सकते हो. देयर इज नो लिमिट ऑन यूजिंग द नंबर ऑफ वाउचर्स. If you have that question, you think there is a limitation? No, there is no limitation. you can use multiple vouchers for your stay, as well as when you book stay, you can use for incidentals also. So there's no thing. The one good way is to avoid all this managing. You can add into Woohoo app, where you can put the details of your gift card, and everything is available at one place. So you don't need to keep a track separately of all those vouchers. And Woohoo app can be very effectively used for managing all your vouchers.
और वहां पे थोड़ा इनोसेंट बिहेव करना है, अच्छा देखो जी मेरे ये
हाँ.
हाँ. Don't blurt out that these are Amex. I think, but now they can check because they have redesigned the
Yeah,
system.
they can check in the system. But आधे से ज्यादा लोग नहीं देखते हैं, वो भी है. They just redeem it.
Yeah. I have personally used 4 vouchers together, 2 of mine, 2 of my wife's, but that was like pre-COVID. But yeah, it still works.
Lately also I've used 3 vouchers with my last stay in Exotica. I have used it, but I've used because I had got stay night free with my bank accounts, so I'd used for incidental and spa and all those stuff. But हो गया यार, कुछ issue नहीं होता है.
Okay, Syed says,
hi guys, I have ना क्लियर कर देना चाहिए एमएक्स के ताज वाउचर का, सबका सेम रूल्स रखो, सो यू हैव अ पैरिटी. इतना कंफ्यूजन रखना ही नहीं चाहिए यार.
I don't know why they have complicated. So Syed Samir says, hi guys, I am Magnus. I am traveling to Phuket this week with my 4 friends. So in Magnus, it shows priority pass for guest is allowed. Yes, it is. Can I use for all at the same time at the Phuket lounge? Yes, you can. So I will tell you one very funny incident. I was traveling with my office colleagues from Muscat to India back, and my colleagues did not have any good credit card. I had I had reserve. So मैंने भी पूरा टीम को फ्लैश करा, आओ तुम्हें लाउंज में लेके चलते हैं. तो I had 4 guest access used in one shot. So you can use 4. That card had 8. So मैंने उसको 2 बार यूज करा 2 ट्रिप्स में. But everybody got in, and your is not counted. Your own is not counted. Also, HSBC also has guest access, so you can also use HSBC Premier if anybody has. I recently used it for my kids, so in the lounge in Iceland, so it's very easy to use.
चार तो visit आप ले ही सकते हो सैयद, so you can clearly do it for Magnus. मीनवाइल आपके फ्रेंड्स को बोलो यार कार्ड अच्छे अप्लाई कर ले यार, हमारे चैनल से आके ले कार्ड के लिंक्स, एंड दे कैन अप्लाई.
टाइगर ले लो, लाइफ टाइम फ्री
यार. So why I'm saying, because you are using now for guests, for any reason in next 1 year, if you require to use for your kids or any other guest, you will not be able to use it. So you are exhausting entire limit unless you have other cards which can cover it up. But for this card, you are using it up. So it's the best way. People should have their own cards. Guest access should be primarily used for kids or your parents,
or family members,
or any near close family members. दोस्त लोग के साथ फुक्कड़ जा रहे हो तो क्या अभी उनको क्या बोला, चलो मार खा लो यार.
या ऐसा हो कि आपके 3-4 कार्ड हो जिसमें सब में गेस्ट एक्सेस, जैसे मेरे पास रिजर्व भी था, मैग्नस भी था, मैंने और साल खत्म हो रहा था, मैंने कहा चलो भाई तुमको घुमा के लेकर आते हैं.
हाँ, फिर अलग बात है. IDFC मयूर also gives HSBC Premier, काफी मतलब काफी कार्ड्स पे आ जाता है. But I would rather use for as I said kids or parents or
elderly people. Right. And have Amex Flat travel card, upgrading to Flat Reserve or getting Flat Reserve for wife makes sense? Nahi sir, nahi. No, please don't do that. Have not taken Accor or Epicure membership yet. Travel is twice a year. Till now, India only. Sir, Flat Reserve is like Queen of England. No real power. So please don't touch that card. लेना है तो फ्लैट चार्ज लो, वरना मत लो, वो भी ठीक है, यानी शो ऑफ वगैरह में काम आएगा, बाद में भंगार में बेच देना. बट
यार उसके एक आध तो फायदे होते हैं. अगर जिसको मैरिट पॉइंट्स चेस करना है वो तो बेस्ट की यूज केस है. दूसरे 2-3 इवेंट्स, जैसे मेरे को तो 2-3 इवेंट्स का मिल गया. कल भी एक बॉम्बे में एक इवेंट है, उसके लिए आई हैव इनवाइटेड, अनफॉर्चूनेटली आई कैन नॉट गो. इट्स अ 5 कोर्स डिनर यार, 5 कोर्स डिनर. एंड
मुझे बताना था, मैं फ्लाइट पकड़ के आ जाता.
तो अभी मैं अपने भाई को भेज रहा हूँ, बोला चले जा भाई तू, अपनी फियांसे को लेके जा, वो भी खुश हो जाएगी.
No, I think just for Accor Plus membership, etc., because the Accor Plus does not have nights, so when it doesn't make sense. If you're thinking you will get the full 20,000 rupees value, you will not. And I think that's a bigger challenge. Plat Reserve was never a good card; it was a mediocre card, even when in its best days. So now it is below mediocrity as well. So don't
मतलब
take
वो
that card.
उनकी इतनी हिम्मत कि वो अभी भी बेच रहे हैं, मेरे को वो समझ में नहीं आता.
आई थिंक वो दे क्रिएट फोमो फॉर फ्लैट चार्ज, वो बोलते हैं अच्छा नहीं देखो वो नहीं ले रहे हो तो दूसरा एक प्रीमियम कार्ड है उतना महंगा नहीं है तो ले लो. आई थिंक दे आर ट्राइंग दैट स्ट्रेटजी, बट if you look at simple features na, they are not there yet. And
Yeah.
I think with lounge access also, I think they are restricting lounge accesses, etc. Doesn't make sense. इससे तो फ्लैट ट्रैवल ले लो, वो बेटर है. It is a
यार
much
मैं तो
more
सिंपल बोलता
value
हूँ,
for
इसका
money.
कोई इसको टच दूर रहो, आने दो नए
Hmm.
वाले कार्ड्स को इमेक्स का. बाकी यू वांट टू अप्लाई, यू कैन अप्लाई गोल्ड चार्ज, एमआरसीसी, इट विल कम, you apply.
Hmm.
And coming to your point, travel is twice a year. My suggestion, when you plan travel, evaluate that time what options are available rather than thinking
Correct,
abhi se in
correct.
advance.
Yeah, makes sense.
उस टाइम तक डायनामिक्स चेंज हो जाते हैं यार.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, ऑब्वियसली इंडिया में वो फी भी रिवर्स नहीं होती है फिर.
हाँ.
Which is the best card to use for dining bills at Marriott property? If it's only dining, and then I think वो easy dinner card होता है ना. I think most of the restaurants are there. Or let's say if you have Magnus or any top tier card from Axis, they also have a lot of easy dinner offers. If otherwise, if you have HDFC relationship, you can also look at HDFC Marriott Bonvoy, because वो सब Marriott वालों में ही use होगा. So then that is also a good option. But yeah, reward rate is not that great in that card. I think
Yeah.
premium may you will get higher discounts, 20, 30, 40% kind of discount if you can get. So वो 8-10% reward rate को you can easily forget.
So एक और चीज है, अगर आप बिल को you can bill to your room, Tarun, and if you have Atlas, you can use that also for making
हाँ, तो he has
payments.
asked that only in the next question. Yes, so Atlas,
Yeah.
yes. If it is with stay, then obviously Atlas is the best.
Yeah. और दूसरा, I'll tell you, we are just on that point. Easy diners, a lot of time you get buffet offers like 1+1 or
1+1.
30-40% discounts in Marriott hotels. You check Easy Diner always whenever you're staying any 5-star. उसके ऊपर इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट क्या है इजी डाइनर का, एक तो आपको डिस्काउंट मिलेगा अपफ्रंट, देन पेमेंट के ऊपर भी डिस्काउंट्स होते हैं. एचएसबीसी प्रीमियर डज हैव डिस्काउंट्स, सेम एक्सेस हैव एंड एमेक्स फ्लैट ट्रैवल, फ्लैट चार्ज, ऑल दोस कार्ड्स हैव. इंटरेस्टिंग चीज क्या है, अगर आपके पास वो सब डिस्काउंट्स भी नहीं है, अपफ्रंट डिस्काउंट्स पे पेमेंट करना है, यू कैन यूज Amazon पे बैलेंस आल्सो टू मेक द पेमेंट. सो इजी डाइनर कैन बी यूज्ड वेरी इफेक्टिवली, सो चेक दैट आल्सो Tarun, and you can use whatever card you want to use through APay route.
Viral says any idea on EPM starting onboarding transfer partners? भाई देखो ऐसा है, 10 महीने में नहीं करा तो अभी भी नहीं पता कब होगा.
मेरे को तो लगता है वो लोग थक गए हैं प्रीमियम कार्ड से.
उनको आता नहीं ना, उन्होंने एक कार्ड लॉन्च कर दिया,
उनको आता नहीं है और वो थक चुके हैं कैसे इसको संभालना है. अप्रूवल में इतना टाइम पास करते हैं यार वो, मतलब सोच लो यार.
while I cannot share exactly, but रुशांक के लिए मैंने कार्ड के लिए क्या क्या नहीं करा. रुशांक is privy to that conversation कि मैंने जो सुनाया था उसको. Not my typical pleasant personality. Anyways,
typical Delhiite personality, you can say that.
हाँ, वो उसमें दिल्ली का रूप देख लिया गया था. रुशांक बोल रहा भाई आप क्या बात कर रहे हो. Okay. Sayyed says, last month I've taken Axis Magnus and spent 3 lakhs. I've received only 18k points, 9,000 plus 26,250, 35. Should I wait or contact customer care? 45 days after the close of the month, you will get the points.
Yeah.
So just wait and do this calculation again then. Okay. Then Devansh says, 2-3 लाख स्पेंड तो है अभी, रेस्ट नेक्स्ट ईयर में. आई हैव 3-4 ट्रिप्स प्लान्ड फॉर नेक्स्ट ईयर. भाई देवांश ये बताओ छुट्टी कैसे मिलती है तुमको? सबसे पहले तो ये
कंपनी में तुम काम करते जो इतना ट्रैवल कराती है, वो भी बता दो.
नहीं, ये पर्सनल ट्रैवल होगा ये सारा इसका. बट देवांश ये बताओ यार छुट्टी कैसे मिलती है?
देवांश तो उसने बताया ना, ही वर्क्स फ्रॉम होम 50% टाइम, आई रिमेम्बर.
अरे तो वर्क फ्रॉम होम छुट्टी थोड़ी ना होती है यार.
ये तो सिंगल लौंडा है ना, किधर से भी काम कर सकता है.
हाँ, वर्क रिमोटली. global digital nomad.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, and the last question is: I have access HDFC Infinia, Times Black, Magnus, Atlas. So any of these have international airport lounge for guests? मैग्नस में तो है एटलस आई थिंक एटलस में इंटरनेशनल नहीं है ना रुशांक आई एम नॉट इट्स
इंटरनेशनल
देयर
वो प्रायोरिटी पास के रूट से आता है, बट आई थिंक एक या दो ही अलाउड है जितना मेरे को ध्यान में है। एटलस के ऊपर बहुत ट्रिकी है यार उसका, आधी जगह चलता नहीं है वो।
हाँ अच्छा इन्फिनिया में तो वो तो एड ऑन कार्ड पर होता है बट वो एड
एड
ऑन
ऑन कार्ड
कार्ड तो
पे होगा।
मिलेगा नहीं
टाइम्स ब्लैक का
हाँ
तो आई
वाह
डोंट थिंक सो है। आई डोंट रिकलेक्ट टाइम्स ब्लैक है।
नहीं then सही है आई थिंक सी then you only have option of Magnus but yeah what Dushank said very wisely is that कि if you have family members who might not be able to get a card and if you feel that ठीक है इसके बाद कोई ऐसा ट्रिप नहीं होगा then you can go ahead and use it at one go but yeah otherwise it will be a limiting factor later on but you can also do this na Infinia let's say you're traveling with your parents who are elderly who cannot get a credit card or your non-working spouse or anybody like that or non-working sibling तो उनको add on दिलवा दो तो उनको add on पे मिल जाएगा बच्चों के लिए नहीं मिलेगा
मैंने भी कर दिया है। मेरे लाइक आई जस्ट टू शेयर व्हाट अभिषेक इज सेइंग, पेरेंट्स एंड माय ब्रदर they don't get access to cards, so I have taken add-on cards and they have used like extensively whenever they travel outside India, so उसे काफी effectively use हो जाता है for family members.
Yeah. Viral says need help. If I have 4 lakh flight booking on revenue, shall I use GC Metal or Amex Flight Travel? Can you please guide?
भाई HSBC ट्रैवल वन क्यों नहीं देख रहे हो विरल? That's a very good card now. I don't know why you haven't explored that card. Can give you very good points. So 4 lakhs, assuming you want to book within like next 30 days, you can split at least 1 lakh on that, something like that. So you can explore that card. हाँ, अगर आपने it is not making sense फिर out of this two, then Amex Flat Travel it's better because 4 lakhs का आपका एक shot में limit खत्म, you get 40,000 points and Taj का voucher. But HSBC Travel One देखो, my suggestion to you would be viral, and that would be better card. And if you need any help, you can ask in the WhatsApp group. People can check the rate and then you can compare also. So वो भी मिल जाएगा कि ऐसा तो नहीं ज़्यादा है या कम है.
Naveen says, "Hi guys, appreciate your great work. Thank you very much. Can we get CC on HUF pan?" अरे भाई ये तो अगर होता तो अभी तक तो लाइन लग चुकी होती कार्ड्स की. You cannot because it is a non-individual entity and even though as a karta you are there but they will not give you a card even if HUF has a business because then they will say you declare yourself as a proprietor and then you get the card not in the name of HUF.
Simple है ना. आप ये सोचो, HUF is not a one person. There are multiple people in the HUF, so it's not easy to bifurcate the liability.
कल को let's say something happens and then who will pay
यूज करके मजे करके चला गया.
हाँ
फिर क्या
तो HUF का बिल कौन पे करेगा
पे
कार्ड
करेगा?
को पर्सनर तो बोल देंगे भाई हमारा तो है नहीं हमने तो नहीं करा. Right. Any other ways to get American Airlines point besides Marriott Bonvoy route?
अमेरिकन एयरलाइंस का मैं याद नहीं आ रहा, बहुत साल पहले ट्रैवल किया था.
हाँ नहीं और कोई राउट नहीं है इंडिया में तो और कोई राउट नहीं है.
उसके रेट्स ऐसे सस्ते होते हैं, वैसे रेवेन्यू रेट्स भी सस्ते होते हैं.
बहुत नहीं रेवेन्यू तो क्या ठीक है रेवेन्यू तो सीजन पे डिपेंड करता है वो तो यूनाइटेड के भी होते हैं डेल्टा थोड़ा महंगा होता है बट आई थिंक अमेरिकन एयरलाइंस यू कैन सी वाया वन वर्ल्ड तो इफ यू वांट टू डू इंट्रा यूएस फ्लाइट्स I think if you use Avios on British Airways, you can see good rates. Also on Finnish, you can see you will see lower taxes also. I think उधर tax का कुछ limit भी है तो they don't charge too much taxes. You can also see from Qantas booking American Airlines intra-US flights or even LATAM to North America flights. I think they are also reasonably there if you are not getting AA points. तो एक बार टेस्ट कर लो यानी which particular flight you are looking for rather than doing this. Otherwise तो वही है यार यानी you buy Marriott points via Amex etc. Plat charge, transfer them to Marriott, then do the transfer.
अभिषेक रैप अप करने का क्या सीन है?
हाँ भाई ठीक है 1 घंटा 14 मिनट हो गए. So we'll wrap up in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So guys, we'll wrap up at 1 hour 20 minutes exactly. ये काफी लंबा हो गया. Devansh says, I have purchased Aeroplan for 1.05 per point. Use it to book Air India Delhi to Frankfurt business class. Costed me 50,000. Yes, so I think that is the strategy. What Devansh has pointed out, buying points and then using that. The thing is, इसने बहुत अच्छी airline नहीं use करी, Air India से गया. But हाँ, it's a direct flight. I think that's the advantage
यार
that he
एयर
would
इंडिया
have
इतना
got.
भी बुरा नहीं है यार, सब लोग इतना बनाते हैं, मेरा कभी खराब एक्सपीरियंस नहीं रहा है यार,
मेरी
जब जब मैंने
मेरा भी
ट्रैवल किया
अच्छा
है.
मेरा भी अच्छा. I have done Delhi Vienna direct in economy in the 787 only when they were new in 2016. But the thing is, it is very variable. It is not that great. कि यानी स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट नहीं होता है, बट इट इज वेरी
आई
वेरिएबल. इट
अंडरस्टैंड,
डिपेंड्स ऑन.
बट इतना भी खराब नहीं है, मैं खाली इतना बोल रहा हूँ,
इतना
आप
खराब
ऐसे
नहीं
बोल रहे हो.
इतना खराब नहीं. आई नो लॉट ऑफ पीपल डू एरोप्लेन से एयर इंडिया बुकिंग करते हैं. दे गेट गुड रेट्स. लॉट ऑफ आवर फ्रेंड्स हैव डन दैट. Okay, Pankaji says, I have booked Taj Dadari Goa using Tata New and paid at checkout using Amex free voucher and some Taj vouchers. Bought right there using Amex Flat Travel. सर तो सर ने तो strategy बता दी आपको. तो I think that question which came ना कि how many cards and vouchers you can use.
I'll tell
I
you
think
one
this is the
interesting
answer.
thing about same property.
हाँ.
It was about 30th December. I had booked. So I had booked 30th December Taj Citadel. 31st December I had booked Hyatt Grand Hyatt Goa. ये 3 साल पहले की बात है. So Taj Citadel का उस दिन का revenue rate was 30,000 across all the platforms. तो मैं सोच रहा था अभी बुक करूँ तो कैसे करूँ, एंड उस टाइम मैं रेवेन्यू में बुक करने का प्लान कर रहा था. लकीली मुझे 2 घंटे के बाद मेक माई ट्रिप पे 13,000 का रेट मिल गया. मैंने बोला भाई सब छोड़, पहले इसको बुक करता हूँ. आई बुक्ड इट 13,000 का. बोला कि मिलने नहीं वाला है. बुक दैट फॉर 13,000 वाया मेक माई ट्रिप. आई बुक्ड इट. अभी मेरे पास सब वाउचर सब पड़े थे इमेक्स के. वहां गए हम, जितना भी स्पा का स्पेंड किया या डाइनिंग, चारों मील्स जो भी था, ब्रेकफास्ट लंच डिनर, अगले दिन का ब्रेकफास्ट अगेन. ब्रेकफास्ट तो इंक्लूडेड था आई थिंक एक, बट एक नहीं था, तो 3 मील्स का जो भी था, आई पेड एवरीथिंग बाय इमेक्स ताज वाउचर. नथिंग फसी. सर्विस लेवल वाज सुपर. लाइक मैंने खाना खाया होगा, अगर मुझे डेजर्ट नहीं खाना, सामने से आके बोलते सर डेजर्ट फ्री आपके लिए, आप जाके लीजिए. आइसक्रीम खाना है तो आइसक्रीम खाइए, मिठाई खाना, मतलब इतनी हॉस्पिटैलिटी. बोलता है न्यू ईयर टाइम है, सो इट्स ओके फॉर ऑल. बस
उन्होंने बना तो
इतना
रखा ही था, वो वेस्ट हो जाता था. उन्होंने कहा खिला दो इसको.
वेस्ट हो जाता जो भी है, बट आई लाइक इट. फिर बोलते खाने में चाट चाहिए, चाट के काउंटर से लाके ले लो. एंड आई वाज लाइक सुपर हैप्पी विद द ताज सीटाडेल. एंड द आइसिंग ऑन द केक वाज आई गॉट इट फॉर 13,000 रेवेन्यू नाइट, एंड आई वाज सुपर हैप्पी.
अभी मैं बताऊं क्या हुआ होगा. उसने बोला होगा रेट डाल दे. उसने बोला कितना 30,000. हिंदी में नहीं बोला होगा, इंग्लिश में बोला होगा 30,000. सुना होगा 13,000. डक 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 रेट डाल के. भाई ये प्राइसिंग एरर. दिस इज द वे प्राइसिंग एरर्स हैपन. एनीवेज, बट मेरे को तो यार देखो, आई वेंट टू सिडाडे व्हेन इट वाज नॉट ताज. मुझे तो बड़ा बेकार होटल लगा था. आई थिंक आई वेंट इन अप्रैल, तो वो गर्मी भी थी थोड़ी, तो एन ऑफिशियल ट्रिप था, तो वी कैन नॉट कंप्लेन. बट आई थिंक ओनली गुड थिंग आई लाइक्ड वाज
दो है
दैट दे.
अभिषेक, 2
हाँ,
सीटाडेल है.
एक
आप कौन
सिडाडे
से
गोवा
वाले
ना,
में? हाँ
दोना
नहीं, वो
पौला.
2, एक पुराना वाला और एक नया वाला है. सो आई थिंक आप वो पोर्चुगीज स्टाइल वाले अंदर होंगे, जो
हाँ
पुराना
हाँ हाँ
वाला है.
हाँ, राइट है. पोर्टुगीज वाला था.
और एक
अच्छा अच्छा,
कन्वेंशन
तो
वाला
अच्छा
है,
है.
वो अच्छा है. बिजनेस वाला थोड़ा वो
ओके
अच्छा
ओके
है.
ओके ओके. ना दिस वाज द ओल्ड वन, डोना पौला वाला. ओके, चिट चैट बहुत हो गई. डू होटल्स इन माल्दीव्स ऑनर योर प्लैटिनम स्टेटस? यस दे डू. दे गिव यू फ्री ब्रेकफास्ट, लाउंज एक्सेस एंड अपग्रेड टू वाटर विला. भाई देखो, अपग्रेड टू वाटर विला तो पूरा ना सब्जेक्टिव है. जो चीज लाख रुपए की बिक सकती है, दे विल ओनली गिव यू एन अपग्रेड इफ नोबडी एल्स इज बाइंग इट दैट नाइट. And February, honestly, I will tell you, is honeymoon season. India के rich and famous, they go during that time only. So मेरे सर्कल में I have seen at least 8 to 10 couples every year going to this for their honeymoon. Different properties, not only Accor, but yeah, different properties. And वो उस टाइम में मेरे सब जगह ना टाइमलाइन में से वाटर विला दिख रहे होते हैं. तो इसलिए it is not a easy time to get an upgrade. That is what I'm saying. But you will get free breakfast, you will get amenities, you will also get lounge access, and some things extra also. Upgrade
Aditya,
का
if you're
थोड़ा.
planning Maldives, my only suggestion is you do both island villa as well as water villa. दोनों का मजा है. So split your stay, whatever you do. and just don't restrict yourself to Accor. There are other good properties also. Sometimes you can get good package deal for other properties. So वो भी एक बार देख लेना. I understand Accor के point से तो सबको Accor use करना होता है, but वहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी अच्छी प्रॉपर्टीज है, बाकी चीजें है. You'll have to see speed boat, you'll have to see seaplane, whatever options are available. And जो अच्छा लगे उधर चले जाओ. हर प्रॉपर्टी अच्छी लगे है वहाँ पे. उसका वाइब भी अलग है मॉलडीव्स के. सो या.
ओके बनी could you share top 5 cards for tax payment in pecking order? अरे दे दिया ना. नंबर 1 is only one, Biz Black. उसके बाद बाकी जो 3-4 बता रहे वो सब आसपास ही हैं एक दूसरे के.
दूसरा आप ले लो HSBC प्रीमियर, तीसरा लेना है SBI कैशबैक, चौथा लेना है IDFC इंडिगो. ये 4 है, ले लो.
और फिर बिस पावर. अगर बिस
बिस
ब्लैक नहीं
पावर,
मिलता तो
कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है तो बिस पावर.
ओके
एमिक्स फ्लैट ट्रैवल भी है. सॉरी वो मिस हो गया, वो भी एक आएगा.
Aditya says, how to use access at guest access. Some lounges refuse to swipe the same card twice. No, you have to tell, and you have to use the priority pass. It's not the same card. You have to use the priority pass for this guest access, because then they will sign primary member plus 1 guest plus 2 guests plus 3 guests. That is how they take it. This is not on the card directly. T3 टर्मिनल पे होता है ये. और मेरे साथ अभी हुआ था when I was going to Iceland, I remember. तो मैंने प्रायोरिटी पास स्वाइप किया था. ओके आई थिंक ये ठीक है. आदित्य बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन हो गए. आई एम स्किपिंग दिस क्वेश्चन एंड मे बी you just post it on the WhatsApp group. Viral says thanks, and I think we'll just take which inspired last question, then we'll close. I used lounge at Milano and Dubai. अरे किसने कितने टाइम बाद मिलानो बोला है? Milano and Dubai for my child and the guest quota, and it worked 4 times. Yes, it does.
Okay. I think Abhishek, we should.
Yes. Yeah.
Call.
Finally, closing with Pankaj's comment. Thank you, Goldman. You guys rock. Thank you, sir. See you on the WhatsApp group. Thank you, guys, for the session. It went for 1 hour, 22 minutes now, but really enjoyed.
We'll meet you next week.
Have a great, fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.